let's talk about how your brain works. And you're probably wondering, what does my brain have to do with me and how I act when I'm feeling a certain way? But it has a lot to do with it. How we're acting is related to how we're feeling, and our brain is the part that gives us instructions to the rest of our body. So I'm going to show you something interesting about how your brain works that'll help you understand your feelings and how you are behaving when you're kind of stressed out. So pretend this is your brain, okay? And this is the front of your brain, like right behind your forehead. Oops, I gotta tuck my thumb in. Now, inside our brain is a fancy area called the amygdala. Cool word, eh? But that amygdala is what is responsible for all those parts of your brain that don't really have to do too much thinking, like breathing or your heart beating. Those are automatic things that your brain does without you having to put a lot of thought into it. Well, those parts of your brain, and that's your brain stem going down your neck, those parts of your automatic brain function also include something, and you might have heard it before, but that is fight, flight, or freeze. That's an automatic response to an emergency when you're feeling threatened. So say a dinosaur is chasing you down the street, your body's automatically going to do something. It's going to fight back, or it might flight, which is run away, or might freeze and kind of shut down. Well, that is going to kick in when you are really super angry, or when you are really super worried or anxious about something. Our brain automatically kicks in with these three options. Now, this part of your brain, right behind your forehead, is what is in control of all those thinking, making a plan, deciding right and wrong. When we're upset, we flip our lid. You might have heard that expression before, someone flipping out. Well, that's what happens. Do you see? That part of the brain is not working right now. That's why we're going with what's going on in the amygdala. We're fight, flight, or freeze. We're kind of freaking out. We think that what's happening is an emergency, even if it's not like the biggest emergency in the world. It feels like it to us. Now the trick is, when you breathe, you're getting more air, more oxygen to your brain, and your whole brain starts working again. More air into your brain, all the little neurons, the bits of your brain are working together. When we're calm, now we can think. Now we can decide if this is a real emergency or if we just need to get some help, take a break, or calm down. And there's something also interesting that happens. Have you ever noticed that when there's someone else in the room and they're flipping out, that sometimes you get stressed out and flip out too? Or maybe you're freaking out, and your parents get all stressed out and they start freaking out too. There's actually a thing called mirror neurons. And when you notice someone behaving a certain way or feeling a certain way, our body actually often copies. That's why we're trying to help your parents learn to regulate their own emotions so they can help you learn to calm down too. But you know, it works the other way around too. You can be really helpful too to your parents. So that explains sometimes why we're flipping our lid and how breathing helps calm us down.